Nikki Bush oiling our creative parenting expert. Gompieno o tlotla ka gore o ka gona yang yaka o le motsadi go godisa bana ba gago bana le kelelo kampo monagano wa kgwebo re bua ka that entrepreneurial spirit that South Africa needs so much. How do you equip your children with that? Let's find out.
We're continuing with our parenting chat this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, earlier we spoke about the importance of developing an entrepreneurial mindset within our children and how that can prepare them for the ever-changing work environment. Now, joining us in studio to continue this conversation, we have creative parenting expert Nikki Bush. All right, Nikki, so we established how important it is, to develop that entrepreneurial mindset within our children. But for our parents, practical ways to teach our children how to be young entrepreneurs.
We need to allow our children in the early years to play things like shop. They see us playing shop every day when we go into the local supermarket.
It's just real.
They do role play. They do role play where they come home and they set up their little shop and they play with their brothers and sisters and their friends, and that's important. And then later on, at some point in your child's life, they will want to set up what we call the lemonade stand outside on the pavement. And you need to be supportive of experiences like that because it teaches them to think about what products do they want to sell. How much are they going to charge for their products? How are they going to attract people to come and buy their products? Is putting up a poster outside the house enough, or must they go and knock on their neighbours' doors and say, I'm selling candy floss and popcorn and lemonade? That's once again, that whole economic cycle. Then we can also engage our children in playing board games where money changes hands, where we're buying and selling and trading, whether it's properties or buying cars or investing in stocks. There's some fabulous board games around that help children to make well thought out strategic decisions in order to win or to lose the game. And every school somewhere around grade 7 has Entrepreneurs Day or Market Day, where children have to set up a stand. It's part of the life orientation curriculum. They have to have something that they sell for a price. And at the end of the day, everybody gets to compare how much they sold, how much money was made. And there are lessons to be learned from that exercise. So did you choose the right product? Did you price it right? Did people like it? Did people come to your stall, or did you have to take stuff out on a tray and go and find the customers? Once again, it's thinking about how trading works.
Okay, now I think at the other end as well, we know that children learn best when they physically see something being done or they experience something for themselves. So job shadowing is another important aspect, I think, which parents should put a lot of emphasis on.
Sure, so job shadowing gives children the opportunity to choose things they think they might be interested in and go and spend a day or two with somebody watching how it works. And, I think we have very glamorous views of work when we're children, that work might look like this. Just like, us sitting here on a set, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
I want to be on TV. Yeah.
And I think it's important that children actually discover that work takes effort and it's not always easy, and they need to be able to push through, persevere, and keep going even when the going gets rough. Because you know what? If a job opportunity doesn't appear, our children need to know how to build a door.
Absolutely, absolutely. You need to have that mindset, that entrepreneurial skill as well. So last advice for our parents, just in terms of supporting the children, growing up, making sure that they are set up for life with a positive kind of mindset.
I think it's bringing children up knowing that they have value, that they can add value, and that time and money are related, and that things, if you put in effort, you generally get a return. So bring your children's awareness to the fact that trade is going on around them all the time.
I also like what you mentioned a little bit earlier on this morning about the type of conversations that you have with your children, the example with the black cards that you have, approach a conversation from a different angle.
Well, here's an interesting one. At the end of the news every single day, there are economic indicators. And often what parents do is they turn the radio off at that point because it's not the news and their children will be bored. Well, how about discussing the fact that the oil price dropped and what does that mean?
You see, lots to think about. Parenting, this parenting thing, it is all fun and games, but I think this is great. We spoke about how to really develop an entrepreneurial mindset when it comes to young ones, to really set them up and stimulate those bright young minds.